He
Welcome. Sit down, roll up, pour up, turn up and tune in. Because you're now watching the Buncher Bull Network.
Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Vision Talks. My name's Greg Lamont.
I'm Brennin.
And this is another great episode of Vision Talks. Make sure you sit back, spark up, sip, and get ready for a great talk. Let's get into it.
Big facts.
Yeah, but as me and Brendan were just sitting here before the podcast, we was getting into a bunch of different things. And I think one of the most important and interesting things that we were talking about was people's health and the food. Like, people... I think it's hard to really know nowadays what's real food versus fake food. So I feel like we should touch on that. Like, what's your thoughts on the current state of American food and American health?
For sure. Yeah, definitely. The biggest problem is that we have nowadays, of course, there's always going to be obese people. There always is people who overstuff themselves.
Right.
Simple answer to your problem: stop eating so much.
Literally,
and do exercise.
You're in control of every morsel of food that goes in your mouth,
Exactly.
just in case you forgot.
And when you say, I only eat one meal, and you this big, come on.
Yeah, come on now.
Come on.
That's a crazy meal you're eating.
Yeah, facts. But the problem that we have now is a lot of people are skinny fat as well.
Yeah.
They're like, not real big, but the food is making them out of shape. Their stomachs are flat, unhealthy. Like,
Right.
oh man.
Yeah. No, I definitely.
And it's deceiving because it's like you look at them and be like, you're skinny, but
Right.
they're not healthy.
Yeah.
They're skinny
facts.
fat, and that's what a lot of it's creating now.
Facts. Yeah. No. That's the thing. I think you could be skinny and unhealthy, and if you're fat, you got some health issues, and it's unfortunate because it's not always. I don't think it's always the amount that people eat, but the way I look at food is like food is chemistry. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like.
And you are what you eat.
Yeah.
It comes out in your body.
Exactly. Like food is literally your fuel. What's up, Pert? What's up? Food is literally your fuel. So like, I look at it as whatever you put in your body, there's going to be some sort of reaction to it. It's not like we've never once as humans eaten something and then it's come out whole. You know what I mean? Your body has to process it. So whenever it's processing pesticides and
breaking down and shit in
artificial shit that's made in the lab.
Yeah.
But even like I learned a couple interesting things that I didn't know. Like, did you know that carrots, bananas, and watermelon, like modern, are man-made? Like
yeah,
carrots aren't originally orange. Bananas are like this big and they have seeds in them, and I forget what original watermelons look like, but they have much bigger seeds.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that, but I heard that all the food that we consume that's seedless is like dead food, and we should eat food with seeds in it, or fruit, my bad, not food, fruit.
No,
That was like a big problem. Like the seedless watermelon, even though it tastes better and everything, it's like, I can just eat it straight up. It's not real fruit.
Yeah, I and that's crazy you said that because I just learned that like couple weeks ago, and I was talking to my girl about it yesterday. Like okay, maybe it's better than M&Ms or whatever, you know what I mean, and I'm sure it probably has some type of health benefits, but the fact that fruits grown without seeds are like, I don't know, I feel like yeah, it looks nice, but it can't be that good for you. I think that's like if a child is born without having any if somebody's born without having any ability to have children, there's something wrong with them.
Exactly.
If a fruit is grown without an ability to have seeds or produce, there might be something wrong with it. You feel me?
And also, like, you know how like everybody goes, oh well, I'll just eat fruit all the time and it'll make me healthy, and they say don't eat too much fruit, it's bad for you. Maybe not real authentic fruit, but that fake shit.
Yeah.
If we eat too much of that fruit, then it'll
Have
fuck
a
us
good
up.
one.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Be blessed. Yo, you know it's actually crazy. I didn't even tell you I'm doing this right now. I'm on a fruit fast right now. I'm on day 4.
Yes.
I for the past 4 days, me and my shorty, we've been on a fruit fast. We're doing a week fruit
Fruit
fast.
juice? Like you're eating a fruit juice?
Just
Or
just raw fruits,
okay.
like no applesauce, no dry fruits, just straight apples, like sliced up fruits.
How's that
whatever.
going?
It's good. I mean, I say day 2 and 3 I had some bad headaches, and my energy levels were a little bit off, but I I will say without a doubt my mental is so much clearer. Like I had a little bit, the reason I'm doing this is because I was having some brain fog and feeling a little bit sluggish, so I felt like I had to detox. So my energy levels are good now, my mind's clear, but I'm ready to eat some fucking meat. I'm not gonna lie, but I like doing these things because I think what you're not in control of in your life controls you. So if
100%.
I don't have the ability to stop eating things, there's something there. If I don't have the ability to stop, like if I want to take a break from gas, if I don't have the ability to do that, it's controlling me. Like so certain things I like to get my body fast from and just make sure I have the discipline. And
100%.
but yeah, no, I definitely think fake fruit is an interesting issue. But fake food in general, like
Oh yeah, we have lab made meat at McDonald's because we all
yeah,
we all know damn well that if McDonald's served as much burgers as they did, we'd have no cows to
that's what
work.
I'm saying. Yo,
Biggest problem, the impossible walk.
yeah, yo, see, facts,
Yeah.
facts, fact. I was just watching a video on Beyond and Impossible yesterday.
Like that just sounds stupid.
Yeah,
We're gonna make you a burger,
yeah,
and
facts,
we're gonna paint the lines on it so you really think it's a burger.
right.
But it's
Yeah.
not made out of burger.
Yeah, my big issue,
Crazy.
my big issue with the Impossibles and the Beyond Meats is like, cause I'm not gonna lie to you, I was eating them shits for a little bit, when in like 2020, 2021, but the chemicals in them and the sodium levels doesn't make it healthy. Like people will eat it because oh it's plant based. I think I'm being healthy, but you're not because it has a lot more sodium than regular meat, and the chemicals in it. That I mean, who knows what they'll do?
Yeah.
And you know what kills me?
Mhm.
There's chemicals that they'll put in products, and they'll claim that the product is vegan or whatever.
Right.
Oh
And
yeah.
It's only because that chemical can be derived. Let's say you can make that chemical three ways, and only one of those ways comes from something from an animal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now that means that it's considered vegan because we're gonna just assume that the way that your company
Right.
makes it
Yeah.
is one of the two ways that's not.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
So most of the stuff
th-
you're eating ain't vegan anyway.
That's true. See, that was something I seen on. I like I said, I just watched a video yesterday. It was called "What Happened to Beyond Meats" or whatever, and it was talking about the history of their company and how their stock price in 2021 was $230. Now it's less than $5. Like that, they fell off bad.
Wow.
But the one good, I will say, the one I think good intention thing about the company, on the point that you're mentioning, they claim for the Beyond company, not the Impossible, but Beyond, that they found a way. The person who made it, he went to college and he started doing studies on how to fucking make meat without using any animals. And because he claims that whenever he was a kid that he never understood why some animals were pets and some animals we kill and eat and blah blah blah. Well, I'll say the thing which I love meat. I don't give a fuck, but I'll say the thing that was interesting about it was he claims his goal with Beyond Meat is so they don't have to make greenhouse gas from having cattle. They don't have to slaughter animals, and like to save the environment. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I feel like it didn't achieve that at all. So
No.
numbers show that.
Oh man, and it just made people unhealthier.
Facts, because I definitely didn't see America get healthier after that. Like
And remember, the food pyramid was corrupt too.
Yeah, yo,
Like,
people don't even talk about that.
exactly.
The food pyramid is corrupt. For people that don't know, whenever we was kids, there was this pyramid, or they had your my plate and they had the food pyramid.
Oh my God, my
Yeah,
plate. Dang.
facts. Nah, the fucking food pyramid, it was like mainly carbs and shit.
Mm,
I don't even remember exactly how it went, but apparently it's debunked and they don't even use it anymore.
yeah.
But for so many years, they were telling you, if you're not following this.
Bro, it was all our commercials of our cartoons.
You know it's crazy too? It was funded by food companies and pharma. Like the like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, yeah, like, what's up?
But yeah, nah. Around the topic of food, my nigga RFK, we were talking about it. You just asked me when he was getting in. He got sworn in on like early March, but
Okay.
but he's just starting to get to, like, everything's a process, right? But uh, there's been motion because the thing is, he's reorganizing the organizations right now, but he's also, with a lot of the shit he wants to do, in order to make sure that these companies don't go around him, he has to have state senators and shit pass certain things. Last week he was in West Virginia, okay?
Oh, shit,
West
okay.
Virginia, he did a event with the governor of West Virginia, and in West Virginia, uh, the governor and him stated in their speech that apparently they're the worst on the chronic disease rate in America. Like, they have the highest chronic disease rate,
Dang.
and between 60 and 70% of our youth have chronic disease.
Oh, shit.
And
Oh, my bad.
no, you're
Sorry.
good. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you remember how we were talking before, and I'm glad you just thought about it. But diabetes,
Yeah.
or Alzheimer's is
Stage 3
diabetes.
diabetes.
Yeah.
Facts. No, facts. Yo.
Mm-hmm.
And so many people, it's crazy because, like, people will be so programmed to the point where that whenever you get this knowledge and you tell them,
Yeah.
they'll be like offended.
Yeah. I told my grandma, she's a nurse,
Yeah.
and well, now she's retired, but I
Right.
told her while she was working still, and she was like, yeah, some people don't know what they're talking about. I'm like, what? I was like,
Yeah,
you
no,
don't even know because you haven't looked into it.
because
deep enough.
you've been programmed, and the thing is, it's like it's a system set up for that. Like,
Yeah.
my mother, she was a nurse for 40 years, and she, like, she won't even try oregano oil. She refuses, and
Damn.
she gets sick all the time. She won't try oregano oil. She won't do none of that, and
Yeah.
she lives by pharma. But it's also because, like, you got to think about it. The people who until now, shit's about to change soon, but the people who are most respected in the field of medical is doctors and nurses and shit like
Always.
that. But they all go to school, and they're smart, but it doesn't mean they know all of health, because they're only taught to focus on this. Like, they're not taught herbal shit. They're not
Yeah.
taught
They're
like,
taught how to handle
fasting.
the medicines and
They're
whatever
taught how to be salesmen for pharma.
basically.
That's what you're taught, and you're making bank off of it, which is good. But I think there's, like, that shouldn't go away necessarily, but there should be room for everybody. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like there should be natural clinics and shit too.
Mm-hmm. We should have that, but they don't want that because once people would start realizing what works better,
Yeah.
they wouldn't make any money.
But I think that because people have started catching on to shit a lot lately, I think that's what led to RFK getting in. I think that's what led to this big. I think there's a shift right now.
Yeah, we're going ever since I'd say probably November of last year. I feel like we were getting into the culture shift.
Mhm.
Like, we're about to hit it hard. It's about to
Facts.
be great. It's gonna be a great one.
Great. It's gonna be amazing. Facts.
Yeah.
Do you think there's gonna be a shift in the job market?
For sure. There's gonna be so much new shit because people are realizing that blue collar, hard labor, AI could never take from us. I feel like,
Yeah, facts.
like building houses and shit. they're
That's
not
a really
taking that.
good point.
Yeah.
And I believe that a lot of labor and manufacturing is going to come back here too.
Oh yeah, people getting back into plumbing, electrical shit
Yeah.
that, like, I mean, unless they find a way to make AI build toilets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I think there's a lot of like barren factories and shit too. Like I just learned this. Since 2001, there's been 90,000 factories shut down around the US, and they've most of them went to China. And in 1980, somewhere around there, we had 26% of global manufacturing. We led in that. And then next was Russia, and then China. China had 3%. We signed a deal in 2001. It was 2 months after 9/11, and it was called NAFTA. Y'all can look it up. It's called NAFTA. We signed that deal, and we gave all of our jobs to our manufacturing jobs overseas.
Damn.
And shit, which I think, like you said, you can't trade those jobs. Like
No.
some of them, some manufacturing jobs,
Yeah, some, but like building a house and stuff, you want a real person doing that.
and housing market shit right now,
Yeah. Yeah.
bro,
and,
it's bad.
it's crazy.
That shit's about to change though. Facts. But have you seen any shift in the job market thus far?
I've seen a lot of open positions. I feel like after tax season, it's always to the point to where people get all that lump sum of money.
Yeah.
They feel like, oh, I don't need to work now. And then realize that the amount that they get is still not a lot of money in this world. And then a lot of jobs open up, or they go on hiring sprees.
Yeah.
Because some people also quit because they don't want to have their summer
Now-
restricted and shit.
Now there's a good bit of opportunities. Would you say that? And I'm just asking these questions because we're on the topic of job market.
Oh, we're cool.
Would you say that? And I'll give my opinion too. Most positions pay fair compared to.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, ever since
Me
you
either.
said they pay fair, I was like, not at all.
Yeah, no,
bro,
compared to the cost of living.
And what they want us to do there. Bro, I worked at this hotel, and they had, every morning you had to sweep and mop the damn place. The hotel wasn't even that busy half the time. They wanted me to sweep and mop the whole place, clean all the rooms, get all the garbage out, change all the bed sheets. I'm like, no. Fuck that. And they said, we'll pay you $9.50 an hour.
Yeah,
like, nigga,
that's what I'm saying. I would be dragging my feet.
No, yeah, I'm not trying hard. Like, nigga, I don't get paid to try.
Literally, no facts. I worked at a hotel for 2 days.
One paycheck.
And it was the same. No, you're good. It was the same rate. I ain't gonna lie. I dipped out of there too. It's like, how am I supposed to live there or not live there? Live on that.
You can't. Like, one paycheck. That's like, okay, that's my phone bill. Next paycheck, that's gas.
Right.
Like,
next paycheck, that's rent.
Fuck yeah, that's rent. Like, and it's not even rent. It's like, hey, let me hit you with the second paycheck after, and then that's rent.
Nah, facts. That shit gotta change. Yeah.
And companies are so cheap because the only people who make money are the people who basically own it. Even the managers, like, they just get get paid. Boy, maybe most of the time, probably like $5 more to make sure we're doing our job, the regular employees.
Yeah, and I think one thing that I would change if I was president and there was one thing I would change, I would say jobs have to offer promotions more often. Like, cause jobs will be like, you work here 2 years, you'll get increased $1, you'll get increased $2. But it's like, if you're smart and you look at financial markets, that dollar by inflation is being murdered. Like that dollar is nothing in 2 years. I think every 6 months or something like that, there should be incentives. And
yeah, because what is the incentive to work there if you know you're just for the next whole year, maybe next whole 2 years, I'm gonna get paid the same and treated the same and never move up or down in the position. Or well, you can move up, but or you can't move up, but you can definitely get fired and move down.
Yeah, facts.
Like,
nah,
crazy.
That's what I'm saying. That there needs to be more things to motivate workers and shit like that.
That's why, like, it also sucks whenever there's loans given out to go to specific schools and you have to use the loan money to go to school instead of giving people an opportunity to be creative, like open up their own business or something.
Facts.
Like, if they could give you a loan and it's like, okay, you can use this loan to go to school.
That is a really good question.
Open a business. You can use it to buy RV and travel the world, like whatever you want to do. They don't give you that opportunity.
That is a really fucking good point in question because I feel like I feel like they do that so it's more of a reason. Hey, come hop into this indoctrination. Come go through the system of school and learn how to be a worker. Like, why is it so easy that at 17, 18 years old you could get $100,000 loan or scholarship, but none of that can go into investing in yourself?
Nothing. Nothing. But that's how they psyop you because they only want to create workers from school.
Facts.
That's exactly why
And
fucking
then
school is set up like a prison.
and then why exactly and then while you're in school you're going through it, like it's a good experience or whatever, like for like fun and like learning and meeting people, but you also get so trapped and boxed into this mindset that other people's points of views are they're below me, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's kind of weird.
And the worst thing about human beings as a whole is that we're able to change, but we hate to change. And that's
Facts.
how everybody can get programmed
But
because
change is necessary. Facts.
exactly, especially nowadays. Oh, I'm so glad we only got two genders again. Like that
Facts.
shit, that's just
Nah,
crazy. That shit
nah,
was crazy.
that's some weirdo activity. I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean,
Mm,
I mean, I don't. I my thing is like as far as the trans shit goes, as far as trans go, I feel like it just got too, and part of it could have been paid for, but I think it got too front and center.
yeah,
Like if you're
it was
my thing,
advertised to kids. That's
yeah,
the worst
it was
part about
in
it.
school. It's everywhere, and it's being forced. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
you're against this. You're da 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 da. Shame, shame,
People
shame.
are getting their kids taken from them because
Yeah.
they said, "Oh, I'm not letting my son cut off his."
Are you
Yeah,
you
like
good on this or?
I don't know.
Might need spark, but so nah, you know it's crazy. I just seen there was his dad. He lives in Texas, and his wife is actually a pediatrician, and they got a divorce. They have two kids together, and they got a divorce whenever their one son was one going on two, and the other one was like fresh, right? And and she ended up taking him to court, uh, for custody and child support and whatever, and he said at 2 years old, she started teaching him that it's not okay to be a boy. He has to be a girl, and it was getting like out of hand. She ended up getting him like through the custody system, gave her to him, but then he ended up proving like his son was literally saying he'd ask his son like, "Why are you doing this?"
Yeah.
And his son would be like, "Mommy doesn't love me if I'm a boy," and shit like that. Well, anyways,
Crazy.
the case they fought for years, right? The case got overturned in Texas, right? And he ended up getting to see his son again.
Mhm.
Well, she moved to California, and under a different jurisdiction, she got him back, and she pretty much she chemically castrated him. He went through high school wearing dresses and shit.
Bro.
Or
No.
yeah, yeah, but
And then that's why people grow up all fucked up at those things. Like,
yeah,
as soon as you
man.
cut it off and you get your hormones changed and you were born one thing and then you try to switch to another, your brain's fucked up. I don't care what you tell me. Your
Facts,
brain's fucked up.
facts, and I think a lot of it is just like it starts with a mental issue that just didn't get addressed. Somebody should have
Yeah.
helped or
Yeah.
like or and the fact that it's no longer being like entertained legally and like pushed on you because it's bad. It's
Yeah.
one thing like my thing with it, what I was gonna say is everybody, there's people who have their weird shit, your kinks or whatever your sexuality, whatever,
Yeah.
do that, right? But just don't make it where it's in my,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Don't make it everybody's kink. Like,
Yeah, facts, facts, real shit.
Yeah. Some of us, like, I'm a normal, natural human.
Real shit.
I wanna operate the way we were intended.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
shit.
Exactly. I wasn't born the wrong person. I know
Yeah.
that for sure.
Shit. I'm a
But
nigga. Trust me. Like,
real shit. Real shit. Nah, but let me ask you, do you think manifesting is real?
100%. Everybody has different abilities in this world. Some are better at manifesting certain things than other. Like some are better at manifesting family love.
Mm-hmm.
Some are better at manifesting money. Some
Yeah.
are better at manifesting wealth. And I'm talking about wealth in a different way, not money.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely
Yeah.
believe in it.
Dude.
It's definitely something that's real. If you, but you have to act on it. You can't just like wait and do nothing. You have to put the effort towards it, but you can create your reality, and that's how you manifest it.
Right,
Because of the
exactly. No,
decisions you make.
that's facts. That's real talk. You can create your reality. I'm a big, big believer in that because a lot of people give their power away to external circumstances by saying that that's where their power is at. I think you just got to focus in. Uh, I believe manifesting is real as well. I say what it is whenever you focus on one thing for so long and you make sure that your environment supports that thing, and if not, you separate yourself from that. After so long, that is what you become. I think
Yeah.
I think I think it's that easy for real.
Yeah. It's just like every decision you made in your life is the reason you're in the position that you're in now.
Facts.
That's how the manifesting works.
Literally. Do you think your thoughts are important
Oh
or
yeah, yeah. Like decisions that you make on the fly, whether
yeah,
you try to make decisions more logical most of the time, but majority of decisions are made emotionally. And if you make an emotional decision, it could ruin your life or
right.
anything.
Every cause has an effect.
Yeah, it's like people going to prison. You make a 10-second decision to either shoot someone, do that drug, drive drunk, drive high, do something, and the next
Facts.
thing you know,
That one
yeah,
moment took your whole life.
yeah.
Yeah, no, facts. Facts, yeah. So I like for you to get into some of the numerology
Oh
shit.
yeah.
But 1 second before you do that, make sure y'all tap in every Friday at 2. We have Vision Talks. Every Friday at 6 p.m. we have Stash Spots. Be there. And every Saturday at 8 p.m. we have Marley's State of Mind on the Bunchable Studio platform. YouTube, Facebook, find us there. But yeah, I'm really interested about this numerology shit because I've been learning a lot from you. Like I know 28 is a number of wealth.
Yep. Yep. Eight's the number of money.
Eight's the number of money.
Yeah. 28's the number of wealth. Eight's the number of money.
What
One. Yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, whatever you're comfortable with sharing. Let's go
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
it.
One's the number of masculine energy. Two's the
Okay.
number of feminine energy.
Okay.
Three's the number of childlike energy.
Mm-hmm.
4 is the number of law and order. 5 is the number of travel. 6 is the number of home and family.
Okay.
7 is the number of the genius.
Okay.
8 is the number, 8 is the number of money. And then 9 is adaptability. Then there's 3 master numbers, 11, 22, and 33. 11 is the number of emotional energy.
Mm-hmm.
22 is the master builder, and 33 is the 33 is the master teacher. Yeah.
Fire.
Each number has different abilities and certain characteristics that make them unique and stand out, but we're all imprinted with energy when we're born, but the environment you grow up in plays a major factor into the person that you are.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, it's not going to have you down to 100% T, but it'll get majority of your characteristics and qualities right.
Right. Right. And it could be like a morning star to follow too.
Yeah,
but so my question with those numbers is can you use them in your benefit? Like even if you weren't born on those numbers or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Can you use those numbers to crack your own codes and
yeah, like
and is there ways
this is it really does work like this. If you aren't a number of money and you want to be, and then say you meet someone that's 8, or you meet someone that's a 28 and you get with them, yeah, you can, through transference of energy, gain the ability from them. But it's only while you're with them, because
Right.
you can transfer again if you do something else. It's
Facts. Hell yeah. Make sure you scoot your mic a little bit closer. Hell yeah.
Yeah. And they're definitely in the language, like the English language.
Yeah.
A is 1 alpha, first letter A.
Yeah.
B 2, and that it's like beauty, for feminine.
Yeah.
B, second letter. 2 is the number of feminine energy. And then 1, alpha, masculine energy. A. Then C, comedian, childlike, comical, funny. C, third letter. It's crazy. It's like literally in the alphabet written out for us.
Hell yeah. My question, so can I, as far as using it in terms of manifesting, like, is it smart? Let's say I'm dropping an album and
Yes.
I want it to be like a genius or a brilliant album, like all time great album. Is it smart to drop on like a 7 or
Not to me,
Okay.
because even though 7's a number of the genius, like, yeah, it would get recognized for that, but 7 is also the unluckiest number.
Oh shit.
You know, with knowledge,
Yeah.
it's like the yin yang with
Mm.
knowledge, and then you have the
Polarity.
bad luck, because
Okay.
knowing everything is not good all the time.
So what would you say if I'm trying to drop an all time great album that is just great and relatable? What number should I aim for?
I would go for 11. 11 is a number of emotional energy, so it'd really tap in with people's emotions.
Okay.
But if you
Makes a lot
wanted
of
to get
sense.
money, 28 for sure. Drop it on 28. You wanted to gain money? Yeah, 28.
Nah,
And that's the same thing. If you open up a business or something, and you wanted to get money, open it up on the 8th or the 28th, like the China Beijing Olympics. They opened up 2008 or August 8th, 2008 at 8:08 p.m. or I think it was p.m. Yeah. Crazy how they use it
Wow.
and we don't.
Yeah, I mean China's like fucking 2,000 years old.
Yeah.
They gotta know some shit.
Elon Musk is born on the 28th. Bill Gates is born on the 28th. What are those? Billionaires with a B.
Big.
Like crazy.
Yeah, no facts. Okay. Is there any other points you'd like to make on
Yeah.
numeros?
Yeah. You can also. I don't know about everyone, but then again, sometimes I mess up because I'm still new into it too. But like my initials are the same numbers as the day I'm born. I was like, yo, and that's like a 1 in a trillion chance. It's crazy.
No, but it represents something. It's a rarity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hell yeah. So what numbers are those?
Oh, 27.
27?
Yeah. I was like, yo, and I'm born on the 27th. I was like, what? But me being born on the 27th, 2 and 7 is 9. So that makes me a 9 as well. It's like whatever day you're born, if you're born on the 14th, you'd be a 5. 1 and 4 is 5. You're born on the 23rd, you'd be a 5 as well. You're born on the 22nd, you're a master number 22. You're born on the 11th, you're a master number 11. You're born on there isn't a 33, but your birth date would have to add up to 33, and then you would be a master teacher. Yeah. So.
Fuck yeah. Hell fucking yeah. I'm gonna definitely be using that this year with albums and shit. Cause I do notice that like certain artists I'll see, if you look at some people's albums, like For All the Dogs, I forget what number it was, but for instance, the Carter 6 is coming out, right? And it's dropping on 6/6, 225, which is 9, 669, whatever. But I think a lot of people, even if you're not doing it consciously, it's being done.
100%. Like all the time. It's because numbers are in every language in religion.
That's
like,
facts.
Like,
numbers are universal.
Yeah, it's the universal language.
Literally.
So you should be breaking it down, like understand what the numbers mean. Because there's no number greater than 9 as well. Like every time you get above 9, it just it doesn't add up. Yeah, like 10, 1, 11, 2, 12, 3. And then nothing's greater than 9.
Right. God damn.
Yeah.
Shit. Now that's a gem. That's a gem. That's one thing I never even realized. Like obviously I know like any multiple of 9 plus itself is 9.
Mm-hmm.
Like shit like that, but I did not think about that. Like if you add up 22.
Yeah.
Shit's crazy.
It works. 100. 1.
Shit's crazy.
101. 2. Like, it goes after. It's crazy, bro.
Facts.
It could go on forever.
Nah. What you think about Bruce Lee?
Oh, yo. Bruce Lee's an animal. But I don't
Animal.
know what type of training it was called that he did, but he did
How
some
old
like
was he?
resistance training. Oh,
Cause he looks
Wasn't-
like
wasn't-
young as hell.
I don't.
Like
I'm
the
not.
last
I don't know
pictures.
how old he was.
Yo, Jesse, do you know how old Bruce Lee was?
I want to say he was in his 50s, but I'm gonna.
Damn.
Yeah, I think I knew he was younger, not like old. I just remember his battle with Chuck Norris.
Shit,
Oh,
I,
no,
Mm.
32.
Oh, he was
he
younger.
was almost the
yeah.
same age as Christ.
Yeah, he's 32.
Damn. I was gonna say because I always thought he looked like late 20s or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, I think
Yeah, but respectfully, Asians hold their like
Youthful.
for a while.
yeah, that's
Now,
true.
Whenever they do start to mature, it's like a
7,
quick
yeah,
decline.
wrinkles
Yeah,
sagging.
but they do hold their youth for.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is facts.
Yeah. Yeah, I know they say black don't crack, but I'll be like, yeah, they compete. They compete
Nah,
with us.
facts. That's what I'm saying. They're a smart ass civilization.
Oh, they're genius.
Like,
yeah.
But yeah, did you see? This is random, but did you see Speed just got a new whip from China? Did you see what it looks like?
No, I
It
haven't.
dances and shit. Hold on.
No, a car dances now?
Yeah, no.
Bro, I don't know what we're getting into.
And it's only like in Chinese dollars, it's like like Chinese to US, it's $3,000.
Oh, that's
But
cheap.
peep this. Wait, China. All right, here it is.
$150,000 car in China. Let's see what it can do.
It's I don't follow Speed, but I seen this.
I did not know that. Yo.
But it's like the technology that's already out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, would you ever have a self-driving whip?
No, never.
No?
I wouldn't get no electric car either because they can control that and shut you off whenever they want.
Nah,
Like,
facts.
the sooner or later they're gonna be like, we don't want anybody driving gas, bad for the environment, blah blah blah, bullshit. Okay, I don't care.
Yeah,
But that's
I
really
feel like
because
we was
it's
on
not
that
like
path.
whenever you have gas in your car, you can get up and leave whenever you want.
Right.
Whenever they shut off your electric car, no, you're done. You're stuck. You're cooked.
Yeah, no facts. I agree. I was thinking about that because Tate was saying that
Yep,
a couple
That's
years ago.
exactly yeah.
But I definitely, I want to have a large collection of cars, and I'm definitely gonna have
Oh, I have to have
some
classics too.
some Teslas. Classics.
Oh, I want to have some classics in there. Some
Shit,
like low riders, old school. Yeah.
Shit, you gotta put me on because I'm not gonna lie. I've never been really a car guy. I don't know like much cars and shit.
Okay.
But I just know when I see shit that looks good, I like it.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, visionary. Yo,
Visionary facts. Vision talks.
Exactly.
Vision talks. What was the bet? Okay, are you a car guy?
Nah, I'm not. I'm not too into it.
Okay,
But I
alright.
like. I'm same thing. I'm a visionary.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
I be
facts.
looking at them like, yeah, that old like Monte Carlo. That shit sexy. Like I
Shit.
don't know names of vehicles, but whenever I see them, I know.
That is my thing.
For real?
Yeah, I went to college for cars. With the Wildcat.
God
Oh,
damn,
okay.
that's fire. All right,
Mm.
bet. I'll definitely reach out for that.
Yeah. Oh shit. You know what? Speaking of that, numerology also works with vehicles as well. Like the
What's
vehicle
up?
you drive.
Okay.
Whenever the company was created, that's the imprintation of the energy that's on the vehicles that you drive.
Okay.
It's like the only one that I looked into so far is Paul Walker died in his enemy vehicle.
Can you
That's why I
explain?
wrecked. It's like
the date of it was like a tiger. Or something?
no. The vehicle that he was driving was
Yeah.
created in his enemy year, and driving that vehicle in the enemy vehicle, your enemy energy, more prone to accident.
Now, whenever you're looking at that, are you talking about the date of when that vehicle was created or the company?
The company.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I started looking into that. I was like, what? Yeah, because like me, the one that I know for sure that I looked up Subaru is a snake company. So that's a great car for me to drive. I'll be all up in it.
Nah, facts.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
it's when the company was founded.
I don't know why my guts tell me look up when was Ford founded.
I got you.
It says June 16th, 1903. So 6/16/1903. 6/16/1903.
You said 6/16/1 1 okay, wait. 1903.
Yeah, 6/16/1903.
Okay. Oh, it's a year of the cat. You're cool.
But I don't have a
Oh,
Ford,
oh.
but I'm just wondering because I seen Ford, so I don't know if you seen like what's going on with the tariff shit that just happened on Liberation Day.
Oh,
Did
no,
you
I
hear about
didn't.
Liberation Day? Liberation
No,
Day.
what happened?
Y'all was gonna hate me. Liberation Day, April 2nd was Liberation Day, right? So what I mean by that is Trump had big anticipation for this day. He signed what's called reciprocal tariffs, right? But
Okay.
he gave a really good like 45-minute speech before doing it, whatever, explaining what was going on. He showed a chart. I'm gonna show you this chart. So how these tariffs work is we're actually doing discounted reciprocal, which is whatever a country charges us in total, like for tariffs and taxes and shit, we're charging them half, right?
Yeah.
But these numbers uh, are crazy what we were being charged. And he also signed uh here. He also signed like all auto vehicles from other countries will be 25% tariff, right? And just from that alone, it was projected. The White House projects that just from that auto tariff of 25% will bring in 500 to 700 billion, give or take. Maybe it'll be 100 billion less or so, but just from that. Now, the reason I say this, the reason I say Ford, is because so a lot of countries, there's been a little bit over $5 trillion in investment into our country since he was
Okay.
president, right? And
Yeah, I know it was trillions. Trillions.
yeah, and a lot of it now is going to be the auto industry. We was talking about factories, manufacturing and shit.
Yeah.
Ford is one of the only American companies who has their workers here. It's Tesla has the most American workers, and then there's another company, I forget what it is. It's R something something, and then it's Ford. And what they're doing is now they're selling their vehicles at employee prices, so that people are more incentivized to buy it,
Damn.
whatever. But yeah, do you know about like tariffs and like how that shit works?
No, not really.
Okay, do you want to?
Well, I'm here for it. Like,
All right,
we
bet.
here.
So the point of it, the whole point of doing this is we step back. Our country is $36 trillion in debt, okay?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And the last time we were balanced, which means break even, no debt, was 2001, right? And
Damn.
right now,
4 years ago.
your yearly budget of your country is called the GDP, right? Your GDP. We have a $2 trillion deficit as of right now with our GDP, which means we spend $2 trillion more than what we actually bring in, and the goal for this year one of his term is to deplete the deficit, right?
Yeah.
But he also wants to do the tax breaks, right? Now, how do you do that? Because it's not just you can't just sign a bill and just make believe. There has to be processes. So in order to make up for the taxes, like tax on tips, overtime, Social Security, or even they're floating the idea of getting rid of taxes for people under 150,000.
Yeah.
In order to really do that, you have to have money, right?
Exactly.
$2 trillion. I said just from those auto tariffs, right? We just from those auto tariffs alone, we would bring in 500 billion, just about. That's half a trillion.
Yeah.
And then the goal of Doge, and I'm almost done with this point, but the goal of Doge is to cut. Their goal is to cut 1 trillion in waste and spending this first year. And on top of those auto tariffs, now there's reciprocal tariffs. Most did I even show you that chart? Or
Yeah, the
yeah,
percentage chart. Yeah.
most of those countries on there, we weren't giving them in, like they were taxing us a fuck ton. A tariff is pretty much a tax on
Oh, okay.
imported goods. That's all it is.
Gotcha.
They were taxing us, and now we're taxing them. So the reason this matters is year one. Let's say we cut the budget, right?
Yeah.
And we already have $5 trillion in less than 100 days. Let's say we get more and more, and he's selling these gold cards. They're 5 million a card. If he sells 1 million of those, that's 5 trillion right there. And get in due time. You remember whenever we was younger, and like, let's say ice cream truck or something, shit was like less than $1.
Oh yeah, she was like 90
Yeah,
cents,
75
65
cents.
cents.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
If
then you
going
could
back
actually
to
go
that.
up there with change.
Yeah, that's the goal, to get back to that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Do you think we'll ever be back to that cheap?
Genuinely, I feel like we would all hopefully wish for it. We could get close, but never back to that exact point because people are too greedy nowadays.
What do you mean?
I feel like overall, just people like companies and stuff, they just are like stingy.
Yeah,
Greedy, like pricing high.
I think with companies doing that, if cost of living's low, and if shit's like the market's changing shit, then there will be competition because
Oh yeah. I
because
didn't think of that aspect.
like if you're gypping people as a greedy company, I think eventually people are gonna find the better option. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Oh, you know what? That would be
In
great
those
because
countries,
then
yeah.
everybody's gonna be legit again.
I don't know. I don't know,
Mhm.
but I think, in my opinion, on that whole topic, I believe that we can get back to zero in our deficit, and by these countries investing here, we're bringing more jobs here, and with different things we do, I do believe that we can get back down to that. My prediction is everything will be half of what it is now in 3 years, and then the next president will continue it, because I think that his vice president's gonna just continue what he's doing. But yeah, I'm done with that point.
Okay.
Type shit. You got some shit you wanna get into?
Yeah, man. So let's talk about like weights versus calisthenics.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on that?
I think calisthenics are more. I think they're more essential to have in your arsenal, but I think weightlifting is also good. I recently started going to the gym again, but I usually only ever do calisthenics.
Yes.
And I say the gym is good whenever you're trying to either have a energy, or like the energy of the people in there, or if you want to focus on a really specific muscle, and you don't have the equipment to do such. But I think calisthenics, you can do it everywhere.
Oh yeah, like push-ups,
So,
they're free and endless.
Yeah.
Like
no facts.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact that people think, oh well, I can't do everything with calisthenics. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Cause there you can hit your shoulders, your back, your buys, your legs, your quads, your tri, everything. You can do it with
core,
variations, with variations of pull-ups, variations of dips, variations of push-ups, squats, etc. You can do it all. Lunges. So I think that I'm gonna say this. Do you think there's more unmotivated people who go to the gym, or more unmotivated people who do calisthenics? Like which one requires more motivation?
Honestly, I feel like the gym requires more motivation just if you have to travel to it. Because calisthenics, you could do them in your house, in your room,
Yeah,
against a wall, like anywhere. You could do it anywhere.
that's a good point.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
there's nowhere. They're free and endless, and you can always pick how many you want to do. Even if you're not motivated, you could pick like, hey, let me just do 10 push-ups just to say I
Facts.
did push-ups. Like,
no, that's a good point. I wasn't even looking at it that way. I think that's a great point of view. I think calisthenics takes more discipline, because or it takes more motivating to at least get into because people overlook it so much. Like they don't understand how effective it is. I think it's more
What our own body can do.
yeah, I think it's more common for somebody to be motivated to go to the gym than it is for somebody to learn and get into calisthenics because I think people don't understand what they can really do. But I think calisthenics, like you said, you could do it everywhere, anywhere, anytime. You could be overseas. You could be on a bus.
You could be at the playground literally
yeah.
and do pull-ups and
Facts.
stuff. Like it's
Facts.
crazy.
Yeah, no facts. I think that whenever you take calisthenic athletes and you put them up against like weightlifters in the gym, have you ever seen videos of calisthenic people? Yeah,
I love watching those.
Yeah.
Like I see them versus Marines and everything.
Calisthenics versus Marines.
Yeah, like there was a calisthenics versus Marines, calisthenics versus bodybuilders.
How'd
like
they
there's a
keep
bunch
up
of videos.
with the Marines.
It's like everything that required a slow time under tension movement. Calisthenics were always better because like I feel like everybody, it's like the slow twitch muscle fibers.
Slow
Like
twitch,
calisthenics
fast
are
twitch,
better at controlling that,
yeah.
and their core strength is way better.
Facts.
But
Facts.
the weightlifters and Marines and stuff, they go for the explosive, fast twitch muscles, like for battle and just to look good aesthetically.
Yeah, no facts, and I think you could look great on calisthenics too. But
Oh yeah,
I agree. I think calisthenics people have more control because it's harder for a buff bodybuilder than a buff calisthenics dude to do a pull up. Like you'll see a lot of bodybuilders can't even do a pull up.
It's because they don't know how to work with their body weight,
and they don't have that full range of motion because like a lot of the times you're stuck on these routine movements, but it's not natural.
Exactly. And also, whenever you start getting into calisthenics heavy and then you realize what you're capable of, you're like, whoa, this is easy. I can do it anywhere, anytime. And then you sometimes, if you have like the mindset, you like, I wonder how far I can go.
Facts.
Like with push-ups, how many can you do in a row? Stuff like that. Like, and each
I
time
love
you do
doing
them, it
that.
just increases.
Like one thing that really made me like start going hard with push-ups because or whenever I do them, aim large. Do you know Mike Tyson's routine was every day? Like his workout whenever he was like 16 to 20 something.
I know he took what was it, a 2-mile run each morning? Was that it?
Yeah, he did do a morning run, but his actual workout in the gym workout was he did 1,000 push-ups, he did 1,000 sit-ups, he did 2,000 squats, and then he did, I think it was 500 dips, and not all at once, but like break it up. And,
exactly. Like
and
you can do 100 push-ups in sets of 5.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If you really look at it, like that makes you aim bigger because for that you're like 100 is a good bit, like 100's a lot to do in a set. I'll feel accomplished, but really you could do that 110 times at least throughout the day.
Exactly.
Even if you don't do it like in a 30-minute session, like wake up, do 2 sets of 50 or 4 sets of 25, do another set like right after if you're tired.
Exactly.
Wait a couple hours. You feel me? Like, do you think you could do the 1,000 push-up challenge?
Well, is it just do 1,000 push-ups in a day?
24 hours.
Yeah.
All right. All right. If you're with it, I'm starting a content page, right?
Oh, okay.
We should document it and prove it to the people.
All right.
All right, bet. 1,000 push-up challenge. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Yeah. Oh, bro, push-ups.
I love push-ups. Facts.
Yeah, exactly.
Facts.
And this is strength that you get from them too, because like doing push-ups and calisthenics increases your weight strength. Whenever I was heavier into calisthenics, I just got back into it, but before I could bench more than I could when I was just strictly going to the gym.
Facts. No, that's facts.
And I'm like, what? And my core strength too, my balance, everything.
Facts. No, I agree. Like a push up is literally like you're benching yourself if you really think about it.
Yeah.
Like it's the.
I think you need to angle yourself to get 100% of your body weight, but like push ups on the ground flat, I think we're doing 40% of our body weight or something. That's what it is. It's something lower. Yeah. And then if you like put your feet at an up angle, like you put your feet on your bed and then you do a push up, you're at like 70% body weight.
Fire.
and then you can also make it harder on yourself
Yeah,
with calisthenics.
like you could do pike push-ups,
Diamond push-ups.
yeah, diamonds are great for chest. If you want to work your shoulders, pike push-ups are like right above your head and you're at an incline and your hands are here and you're just pike push-ups, all that. I think I think push-ups are definitely a movement of control. Would you say planks are vital?
Oh, planks, yeah. Core strength, balance.
What's the longest you could do a plank?
Whew,
If
right now,
give a
probably 2
ballpark.
minutes.
Fire. 2 minutes.
Yeah, right now, probably 2 minutes. I'm not as in good shape as I was. Longest I ever did was 3 minutes, 50 seconds.
For real?
Yeah.
All right, bet. Let's schedule content, get a video, and I'm gonna make you do a
for
5 minute plank. We're gonna do it.
All right.
Facts.
100%.
All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Accomplishing new PRs. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I want to ask you though, what do you think is the most profitable skill in the world?
In the world, something that would be essential.
Whenever I say profitable,
Yeah.
I'm saying the expense of what it takes put in expenses and time or money to get out what you're getting.
That's a good question, man. Shit. Because there's a bunch of different trades that are like super, super good. Like, of course, cutting hair.
Yeah.
People love to be stylish.
Plumbing.
Then there's plumbing,
Yeah, plumbing people make bread.
electricians, construction's pretty essential. Anything that's like involves handyman thing, I feel like is the most important trades.
Now those are high paying trades, but would you say they're profitable?
Yeah, because not many people do them.
Yeah. Now, my only point is like, in order to make the money, if I want to sacrifice the least time to make the most money.
Oh, I'm gonna sacrifice the least time.
I want to sacrifice least time and money to make the most money. Now, there's really good paying 9 to 5s. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree, and I think 9 to 5s are what you need to find that thing.
then I feel like it would be your own business or investing in yourself, maybe.
What type of business?
Dude, that's hard because I never thought about like what would be number one.
All right, I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, I think there's a couple skills I could think of. Like, I think sales are one of the most profitable skills. Like,
Oh yeah, selling yourself.
If you could sell anything, then
it's if you can sell yourself.
Never be broke. Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
You said if you could sell yourself.
If you can sell yourself, you can sell anything.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I think sales. I think stock market, obviously.
That's that one you have to watch it though. You have to have time as well on your hands. Even though you only need like 20 minutes or something, but you got to be like you have to have that 20 minutes focused.
Yeah, stock market maybe. I'd say trading in general. I'd say like forex. I'd say trading is the most profitable skill because one, it's the biggest financial market. I know the exchange market prints 6.3 trillion a day, and but also like if you're following now, just like any skill, barbering, plumbing, whatever, you need to go through a process of obtaining knowledge. So obtain the knowledge, but once you do it, I'd say like you said, that 20 minutes, and that 20 minutes, especially if you should have a community of people to surround yourself with, but that 20 minutes, whenever you put a trade in, you should never ever put a trade in that just floats. You know what I mean? Whenever you put a trade in, you should have a stop loss and a take profit, so that, and you should have a risk management. You shouldn't risk all your shit.
Yeah.
But the point of that is, you put in 20 minutes, you let it go, you just leave it, you forget it because you followed your steps, your pattern, your checklist, give or take. I think the reason why I say that that's the most profitable is because I don't have to sell anything. I don't have to buy anything. I don't have to go out and market my face. I don't have to do any of that. I don't have to sign contracts or be at the will of another brand company or anything like that. I think that it's just an important skill to to build on the side.
True.
I don't think I think the cool thing about it is it's like a part-time pastime.
Mhm.
Like I don't like I definitely plan on mastering it, but I don't plan on being known as a trader, you feel me? I'm an
Yeah.
artist, but having a skill set, profitable skill set, I think is important for anybody. If you're a chef, artist, if you're a fucking painter,
If you're the best at what you do, people will pay you too.
yeah,
Always.
facts. Facts. But my thing is like, what does it take to get that money? Always.
Yeah.
Like
And
like
taking the least amount of time and
yeah.
everything, it would definitely be trading.
Yeah. I'm saying like people sacrifice a lot from an artist standpoint with contracts. Like people
Oh yeah.
their goal is to put all their time into their art instead of the business. Like it's music business, but a lot of people focus on the music, and then because of that, other people will come and they'll kind of control you. Like let's say they don't even own your masters, right? But let's say they're like, hey, I don't want you posting this. I don't want you saying this. I don't want
Mhm.
you hanging with this person. You feel me? Or
Yeah.
doing business with this person. At that point, I feel like you're compromising. But
Oh yeah, your integrity. Yeah.
hell yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, you basically that sells you're selling your freedom at that point because you don't have the freedom to pick what you want to do or talk about or say or
Facts.
when you want to drop music. You
That's
don't
what I'm
have
saying.
that say either.
That's what I'm saying. I think you can't be wealthy if you don't have time, and I think you can't be wealthy if you don't have money.
Yeah.
I think one or the other. Like you can be rich in time and have no money, or you could be rich in money and have no time. But you can't be wealthy if you don't have both. In,
Exactly.
in my opinion.
Exactly.
But hell yeah, hell yeah.
Isn't it like rich people always try to save time and then poor people always try to save money? That's like the difference between rich and poor.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's a fucking bar.
Mhm.
Shit, god damn. Yeah, I actually
Yeah.
never heard that, but that's fire.
Yeah, because every time you see like a billionaire or something, they're trying to do things as fast as possible, private jets flying across, doing business deals, blah, blah,
Hell
blah.
yeah,
Like they're trying to save time.
right.
Us, we're trying to save money. Like, shit, I need to save that $100 for rent tomorrow or some shit. Like, crazy.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then we just waste our time.
yeah. I think I always say, and I've said it on this pod multiple times. I think what separates the poor and rich from the wealthy is knowledge.
Oh,
I
100%.
think I asked you this before, right? Like
Mhm.
if you have, let's say one person hits the lottery for 400 million, and let's say another person gets a business loan for 100 million, right? And that person has like a plan. The other person hit the lottery.
Yeah,
Who do you think's gonna keep the wealth longer?
definitely the business owner because the lottery person doesn't know how to maintain and keep income coming in as well.
Exactly, and it's because of financial knowledge and experience. Like I I
Yeah.
think I think the number amount doesn't really matter. Like the other
Yeah.
person had 5 times more, but they lose it. So I
Yeah.
think
They lose it quick.
do you think that shit should be in schools like mandatory financial classes and shit like how to take care of yourself, or do you think it should always be
We
up
we
to
should
people?
know how to do our taxes and everything in school. Like we should have learned everything.
Yeah.
We should learn real thing. Like I think I had one class that taught us how to write a check. But other than that,
Yeah.
we would never know how to write a check if I didn't have one class for it.
Facts.
It's shit like that that's crazy. We don't learn.
Economic class.
You
I think
don't
it
learn
was.
about bills and shit. We be
Right.
carefree. Like the only thing we hear is about phone bill. We don't know about credit cards
Right.
either, and
And the
then
thing
building
about it
credit.
is like you just said you had one class.
Hmm.
Like and I think I had one of those classes too. It was like economics or whatever.
Yeah, it was
But
weird. I don't remember the name. Yeah.
why is it just one class in 12 years, sometimes 16 years?
And then we repeat math 400 times and reading and 400 times and science and history
That's what I'm
400 times.
saying.
Learning
There
the
should
same
be
shit.
finance 1, 2, 3. You feel me? Like,
Yeah, but
but
different levels of it.
yeah,
Not just the same shit on repeat.
right. And I think it should also be incorporated into math classes and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just curious why on the list of countries education, we're one of the lowest on it right now across it's a list of like 47 or whatever. We're like last six,
That's horrible.
somewhere in there. And we also have the biggest budget for that. So
craziness.
the Department of Education is fucking enormous. But we're slowly going more and more downhill. We wasn't always like that. Like we used to compete. I think we should try new classes for real, for real.
I feel like also like there's no motivation for it when you're a kid in school. There's no motivation to go. Like you need to get excited about learning, but then they don't let you have a creative mind.
Yeah,
That's what messes up the world.
It's kind of like a prison system or like a job system.
Yeah.
You wake up, go there 8 hours, take a little lunch break.
Exactly, little lunch break, bathroom break too.
Yeah,
we're all
facts.
standing in single file waiting to go in. Like that shit's crazy.
Nah, facts.
Yeah. Not too many people in the bathroom at once. What the hell is this? Like,
real shit. Nah, but my last question I wanted to ask, I just want to know your thoughts on it because I don't know if we've ever talked about this type of diet. Is carnivore diet.
I heard about it. It's where you only eat meat. Like, isn't it like different type of meat, like lamb and stuff too? Or can you eat any meat?
You can eat any meat. I'm pretty sure. I've never seen people eat pork on it, but I'm sure people might.
I heard it's nice because you can basically eat as much meat as you want, just no carbohydrates or any other stuff like that.
Yeah. Apparently, apparently it has a lot of like really amazing benefits for people. I don't know them all to name, but I know it's pretty popular now. I mentioned RFK went to West Virginia.
Yes.
And that they were the lowest, like the highest chronic disease rate in America.
Yeah,
well,
I think they also close to somewhere else have like the lowest IQ place in the U.S.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so the fucking the governor, he's very overweight, right?
Mm-hmm.
And RFK gave a speech and he talked about whenever him and the governor first became friends. He said, "I thought he ate the governor," and he said that he was going to put him on a carnivore diet and put him on a specific regimen. But he also said, "I want to know your thoughts on this. I think this is a great idea." He said, he'll have the governor, if everybody's in favor, do a monthly weigh-in.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the governor's like he's obese.
I want to see what that carnivore diet would do to him.
Nah, facts. The carnivore diet, I think it makes sense. Without carbohydrates, you're gonna be leaner and shit. Yeah. I don't really know how it does everything else. I see people say it reduces inflammation. Like Jordan B. Peterson and his daughter, she had very, very bad, like horrible arthritis, like severe, and it all dissipated, and he had depression and dissipated, and a lot of different people use it or whatever. But I just think the monthly weigh-in, even if he doesn't do carnivore, like if he does anything, because I think it all comes down to his calories in versus calories out.
Yeah.
And then the
same
rest,
thing as controlling what goes in your mouth.
Yeah, the rest is specifics, but weighing in, because you got to look at the scope of it. The worst chronic ill state in the country's governor, leading by example, losing weight in front of the whole country, will lead everybody else. Now that his state is also that state in Utah signed to get rid of chemicals and dyes, food dyes, and our shit. And Utah is the first state to sign to get rid of fluoride. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I think it's going to be a domino.
Yeah, effect. Getting rid of fluoride will definitely help stop calcifying the pineal gland.
Yeah, and it's shown to be linked to like IQ and shit. I mean, all you have to do is look up, is fluoride a neurotoxin? And it literally says clearly. So I think anything that's a neurotoxin, why do I have to keep it in my water?
Exactly. And why is it in my toothpaste?
You know, there's only 2 countries in the world that use fluoride in their water. It's us and New Zealand.
Oh, wow. No one else does. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. And it's funny because that same country, there's only 2 countries in the world that have pharmaceutical advertisements on television,
Mhm.
and it's us in New Zealand. That just makes you think like,
Yeah.
like that's a fact. No other countries have pharma commercials. Like, why do we do that? I don't know. But
Mhm.
but yeah, you got anything else you
Yeah,
want to toss
yo,
in?
let's think about our childhood, bro. To like, I think phones came out early 2000s, like the iPhones and stuff. I can't remember
Yeah,
exactly.
2007.
Yeah, and then I didn't get my first phone until I was 12. Now we got kids growing up with iPads as soon as they're born.
I know. I'm trying to keep my daughter away from it as long
Yeah,
as I
but
can.
bro, think about how fast technology has advanced. It's
Mm,
crazy in the short time. Like, where is it going to be in the next 10 years? Who knows?
damn. Yeah, if you really think about it, 2 years, the iPhone will have been around for 20 years.
Exactly. 20 years in, well, right now we're
And
at 18 years and
yeah,
it's advanced this
and
much.
and look how much the world's changed. Like we went through hoverboards, we went through fucking
I forgot.
we went through
Oh,
we got
they don't want to
fucking
talk about the
VR.
the iPhone headphones with a cord, not the
Oh yeah,
AirPods,
facts.
the original OGs. You had to tuck them
Bruh.
bitches in your shirt because the cord would be dangling shit.
Nah, facts. Apple got cheaper and cheaper, stopped giving you charger boxes and shit.
Then they took out our aux
That's what
cord.
I was about to say. Why the fuck would they take out the aux?
Yeah,
That
now they
don't
switched
even
it
make
to a C
sense.
charger. Shit's crazy.
Facts. Nah. I think the last 20 years compared to the next 20 years, the last 20 years were a boom. I think the last 20 years were even bigger than the 20 years before that.
Yeah,
Like
a lot of
19,
shit's happened.
1980 to 2000. It was like a slow improvement.
Yeah, but in the 80s there was a big crack epidemic
Yeah.
because I got a lot of people hooked, like a lot of millennials. I feel like.
Hell yeah. You think that was manufactured? Like
Hmm.
like CIA?
Possibility. I know. I know they be. It's like they leave it in spots, and then some people stumble
Cause
upon it,
who in
and
the
then they
hood got
start
it from
spreading it
Colombia?
around. Yeah, what was it?
I don't know. I don't. What was we saying before the crack? Oh, okay,
Yeah,
technology.
yeah.
So the last 20 years, compared to the next 20, I think won't even compete. Like the same way 1980 to 2000, and then
Yeah.
2000 to 2020. I think
2020, 2040.
soon as we get like super advanced AI and robots, it's gonna get scary.
Oh, bro, I'm not ready for that. Like, there's already the robots and shit, but like once they start being
Like
in our day
fully,
to day,
and they think for themselves. Like the government no longer, or companies no longer control it.
yeah, yeah.
Like I think whenever they start giving robots rights, that's whenever it's going downhill.
They better not. There
I,
ain't no
I'm,
robot need no damn right.
that's what I'm saying. But like imagine
It don't
like
have a soul. I don't care. If you don't have a soul, I'm not giving you a right.
that's what I'm saying. It's like the polar opposite of a soul.
Yeah,
It's the opposite of spirit.
yeah.
Artificial intelligence. For
And
sure.
then, bro, it's definitely gonna be weird. Like, I hope they don't make it mandatory to put that chip in your brain
Yeah, no
because that's just gonna be
facts.
crazy. Yeah, and then people being able to just grab knowledge in a second and portray.
Could you
Like,
imagine that'd be some mark of the beast shit? Put the chip in your brain.
yeah, but
Fuck
I'm not
no.
doing that shit.
I'm never putting a chip in my brain.
I'm perfect the way I am. Shit.
Hell yeah. I think the only reason why I could see people wanting to put a chip in their brain is if they're like severely paralyzed, because it
Yeah,
repairs your yeah.
yeah. If you could do
Yeah.
that and it can repair, that's fine.
But for the use of just being a super person, you're going to be trapped forever.
Yeah.
I think personally you're not going to be able to die, and it's going to be torture.
See, I don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You can
Or
be
blow it up or
programmed.
something. EMP.
Basically, like cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk is basically like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, if niggas EMP your brain, you're done.
Exactly. I'm
But
not. Yeah.
I also think like
Our brains are perfect. Like that's why they're
yeah,
the most
our
powerful
brain
weapon
is
in
a
the world.
computer. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think as far as the chips, you won't be able to die. That's what I fear.
And that
Like
shit would be wild.
like one, if they do, which is inevitable, a mass hacking of people's chips in their brain, and then they like enslave you.
All right, now everybody fist fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody could grab a
Yeah.
knife.
Crazy. They just use us for entertainment after that.
Yeah. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
Harry shit.
What is it?
You ever seen Hardcore Harry?
No. Hardcore Harry. Oh shit.
You gotta watch it.
Bet. What's it on?
Tubi.
Bet. Hardcore Harry. Hardcore Harry. Bet. I'm gonna look into it. But hell yeah. I think that was a solid talk. You got something
Yes,
else
sir.
you want to toss out, man?
What do you think the upcoming changes are?
Oh shit. The upcoming changes
Mm-hmm.
as a whole.
As a whole, yeah.
In America or in the world?
In America.
In America?
Yeah.
Give me a time length. How far in the future?
Like, where do you see us in the next 2 years? Probably.
Ooh.
Like,
Okay,
just a
bet.
quick thing. Like,
All right,
we'll
bet.
be about 3 years
My-
into
my
transfer.
Okay, we're talking
Yeah.
that. My predictions are from these tariffs, we're going to be able to carry out getting rid of tax for people under 150K. I don't think that will go into place
Okay.
until 2026.
Yeah.
I think so. 2026 is the 250th birthday of America, and we're having the Olympics here, and the World Cup I think is going to be here, and shit like that. I think that's whenever shit's booming.
Mhm.
I think we're going to get rid of tax for all people by that year. I know prices are going to be half of what they are. We're going to have so many jobs that people won't be able like to fill. I believe we're going to have so many like factories and jobs and shit. Cause you got to think about it. Like steel mill pays like $25 an hour to start.
Damn.
Imagine those jobs everywhere. You get
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
people would be flocking them.
Like I think that wages will go up. I think we're going to have a recession this year.
Oh, okay.
Which is good for the housing market, not good for businesses. But what a recession does, it causes the house market to reset pretty much. And I think, we could be able to avoid that.
Yeah.
But as far as health, get rid of chemicals, get rid of dyes, get rid of preservatives,
Yeah.
artificial food. He said he wants to get rid of lab grown meat.
Yeah, I was gonna say because that shit
Yeah.
that was going on. I was gonna say.
You was about to say that?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't even know that.
I was gonna be like, get rid of
Yo,
lab grown meat.
He actually did say that he's going to get rid of lab grown meat, get rid of fluoride, get rid of all this shit that no other healthy country does. Japan,
Exactly.
and then watch the people get healthier. As the people get healthier, the country gets better.
Exactly.
The minds get clearer. The output gets better. I think in
I feel
3
like it
years,
will create less mediocrity.
I predicted that in Trump's 3rd year he gets assassinated, and I still believe that. But whether he does or not, I think the country is on a better path.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, what do you see?
Shit, man.
In general, like it don't even gotta be. Oh shit!
Oh man.
It don't even gotta be about that.
The way everything's going, honestly, I see a great future. I feel like though, for the next 4 years, everybody should take advantage of what we have going right now.
Yeah.
That's a big thing for me.
I
If
think
we all take advantage, it'll be great years for us.
Yeah, I think as far as like stock market crashing, but prices like eggs and shit are going down. I think right now, if you're somebody who ever thinks you'll ever invest in the stock market, I really do think that this is the perfect time because every 4 or 8 years this shit happens where the stock market dips. But if you buy companies that you think are going to be around for 20, 30 years, whatever, and you want to hold it long term, I think right now is the perfect time to just put some money aside in it
100%.
and don't look at that money and keep that money there. Because that's the one thing that's bad right now. Like it's down, it's crashing, is the stock market. But that means you buy. It doesn't mean
Yeah,
it
because
means
everything's cheap. Go for it.
Yeah.
And once it's up again.
buy low, sell high.
Yeah.
But hell yeah, nah. Hell yeah, dog.
100%.
Great talk. This is another episode of Vision Talks. My name is Greg Lamont.
I'm Brennan.
Peace.